Well, welcome back. We're back in PES. We're going to finish up Hulk Hogan's rookie season today. Which means we have 5 games on the docket. Starting at match day 32. Let's take a look at the table before we get started. So we're 5th. We are 2 games out of 4th place. That is the goal for today, because that's all we can achieve. We cannot achieve 3rd place anymore. We're 14 points out of that. I mean, we technically can. We could still get 15 points. So if Grasshopper lose out and we win out, we could get 3rd. But our goal is 4th. And our secondary goal is 5th. We have to stay in the top half of the table. We have to beat St. Gallen. St. Gallen has been a thorn in our side all year. And I would love to finish above them. So let's go. We're gonna start our first match of the day against Zurich. Should be a good one. Just gonna make sure this is all looking good. It's a daytime game. We've got, it looks like our first squad except for our midfield. Our midfield looks a little weak. We have Feka starting. And Custodio, rather than Velia or Urganic or Voca or Rodriguez. So I don't know why none of those people are starting, but it's okay. Schnulli out wide as usual. Scherp. And then Uric is starting. Urich. So looking good. We can do this. We need a big run of games today. Like I said, gotta get into 4th. Gotta get into 4th place. I think it'll be a failure of a season, especially since we started in Europa League at this year. So I believe Lengend finished 3rd in real life last season. So 4th would be below that. I mean, that's got to be the minimum. But here we go. Luzern versus Zurich. We're going to need a big game from Hogan today. And Scherp finds Hogan early, but Hogan gets dispossessed. Hogan finds Scherp that time. He's also going to find Hogan. Misplaced pass by Hogan. Was trying to find his midfielder. Out wide to Schnulli. Well defended. Out of play for a corner. It's an early corner for Luzern. You know where this one's going to go. It's got to go to Hogan, right? Hogan off the crossbar. So close to 1-0. Hogan is so dangerous from set pieces. But Zurich trying to play on the counter. However, that one's intercepted. Hogan's going to get that to Cordero. Scherp into Hogan. Finds Scherp. Back into Hogan. He's going to find Schnulli. Headed wide. It's a good little play, though, from Lengend. They look bright so far in the first 11 minutes. They just need to put something in the net and get off to a good start. Because we've seen them get frustrated many times this year. Trying to play a 1-2 between Hogan and Cordero. Doesn't quite come off. And Lustenberger has worked all the way back to his goalkeeper. Some good defense there by Zurich. Zurich retained possession, however. Moving out wide to Khalifi. Zurich have a pop, however it ends up just wide. It's good defense though by Lengend. They really contained them out wide, didn't let them get any balls to the center of the box. Here's Schnulli into Hogan. Hogan does well to control that to Cordero. Hogan again finds Scherp. Trying to find Hogan in the inside, just cannot do it. Hey, give me 1 second, people. Somebody is at my door. I'll be right back. And we're back. Apologies for that. Apparently my neighbor's dog has gotten loose. Poor guy. I hope he finds him. I'll have to keep an eye out. Alright. 20 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Lengend have looked much the better side so far. However, Zurich with a curler just wide. That looked very dangerous. And really, it's poor defense. It's a great first touch. But the defender worked himself out of the line of shot. Allowed that one to be taken on a little too easily. Juric plays it ahead to nobody. Out wide to Khalifi. Khalifi now. Over the wing to O'Day. It's put in the box, but headed way over. Not really troubling anybody there. Hogan found himself isolated out on the wing and was not comfortable. It's not where he should be. That is for sure. It's poor positioning. Lengend content to stay and play defense, play on the counter. Hogan takes that ball away. And now Lengend can break. Gonna find Schnulli. He's gonna find Juric. Gonna find Hogan. Back to Juric. Back to Hogan. Gonna find Schnulli. Puts it in the box. And it's cleared. Only as far as Hogan, who finds Feka, but Feka can't find the net. It's again a good little run of play from Lengend. They look a little bit dangerous. Feka should not have taken that shot on. He doesn't possess the quality to hit that ball on target from outside the box. Hogan again with another steal, but it works its way back. All the way back to Selby. Hogan made a run down the right-hand side, but they opted to go over the top to Juric. Rodriguez down the wing over to Jagnet. In the box, good interception, but only as far as Paulson. Shot taken on, and again, it is only just wide. So although Lengend looked like the better team so far, Zurich have had two very, very close chances. It's more than you could say for Lengend. Actually, other than Hogan's crossbar, they haven't really put much on frame. And that's been the story of the season overall. Fighting that down the wing, but wasted. And Juric is going to find Cordero. Out to Scherp. Scherp down the left-hand side with plenty of room. Cordero within space as well. Juric off the bar, and it's unlucky. It'll be an own goal. It came off the bar, off the keeper's back, and it's 1-0 to Lengend. You have to say, you have to feel sorry for Zurich, because that is very unlucky. It was hit very well by Juric, though. Second one off the crossbar for Lengend today. But Lengend aren't going to complain. They'll take it. They'll take a 1-0 lead, that's for sure. They'll feel it's been deserved. I'm not so sure. Out of play for a Zurich throw. Put in the box. Goalkeeper alert. Well done by Selby. He's gotten a lot better at reading crosses. And that's a disaster. Here comes Selby, though. Almost a disaster for Lengend right before the half. They'll ship this along to Schnulli. Schnulli wins the header, and that'll do it. 1 half in the books. Lengend 1, Zurich 0. So on to the second half. Lengend will look to build off this lead. Zurich will look to make up for it. I expect Zurich to play a little bit more aggressive. And Lengend will probably make Zurich work for it. Hogan finds Feka. Ball works its way out to Scherp down the left-hand side. He's got acres of space. Finding Cordero. Finding Juric. And Juric can't bury it. It almost found its way to Hogan, but it's a great goaltender, great goalkeeping there by the goaltender. O'Day gets dispossessed. Selby with a bit of trickery there. And again, it's an almost disastrous pass by the defenseman. Possession numbers have evened out now. That ball hits Hogan on the back when he's lying on the ground. It was a good tackle. He wanted a foul. I don't think there was one. Into O'Day. Can't hold on to it. Now Feka has the ball. Over to Hogan. Hogan now. He's going to try to find Schnuley, but can't. It wasn't the best of through balls. Zurich working the ball down the right-hand side. Oh, it was well intervened, sort of. He might have just put the winger off enough. But he totally whiffed on this here. It has to be said that Lesnar are very lucky yet again. O'Day really should have put that away. Juric to Hogan. Find Cordero. He's going to find Hogan again. Hogan with a good little move. Again, Hogan with a good little move. Finds Schnuley, who tries to put it in the box for Juric, but couldn't find him. Hogan with a steal. Hogan works his way around one man. Tries to beat out the defenseman, but it is well played. Only as far as Cordero, though. Juric on the volley. It's a good save. It's out for a corner. Hogan was trying to work that ball into the center, but Juric was just a little bit slow getting there. Can they capitalize off another corner? It's not a great ball. Lesnar do a lot better when they make runs from the edge of the box on corners. Makes the defense work a bit. Hogan can find some space. And now Yagney down the left-hand side. Puts that ball in. Headed out. Only as far as Ruick. Rodriguez now puts that in. Straight to Selby. Goaltender didn't have to do much there. Hogan gets that back to Feka, who works that back to Selby. Selby puts that up for Juric. And it's a great save by Selby. Honestly, O'Day was 1-on-0 with the keeper. He probably could have taken that quite a bit farther. It's terrible defense. Yet again, there's just acres of space in between the defensemen. They're not working well as a unit. And we've seen that time and time again, especially late in the season. O'Day again now. Finds Yagney. It's a hopeful ball, and it's hit off the volley. I don't know how we got a foot to that, but just over the bar. And Zurich look to be the side that are going to score here, the way that things are going. We've got 20 minutes left. Lesnar really could benefit from a second goal. Hogan finds Feka. He's going to find Juric. Hogan wants the ball. He wanted it crossed in. The pass was not good enough. Well defended there. Hogan couldn't play that first time like he wanted. Hogan does good to read that one. Intercepts and gets it to safety. Schnuley now with lots of room. And Hogan did not play a good through ball to Juric there. It's been his main issue all year long, honestly. If you had to gripe about something that Hogan's done, his through balls leave a lot to be desired. He needs to work on those. That's on a play for a corner. And Hogan's day is done. So can they hold on for 10 minutes? We will find out. Rodriguez puts that in, but well intervened. Again, Zurich on the attack. Well defended, but only cleared. And yet again. And it's a great shot on. Wasn't far off. Wasn't a bit lucky yet again. Here's Zurich. It's a good shot, but straight at the keeper. O'Day down the right-hand side. Well defended. They play that out into a lot of space to Juric. Juric and Schnulli playing together. And that'll do it. Luzern win 1-0. It's a good start to the episode. 4 games left in the league. We'll see how Lugano and Grasshopper and St. Gallen did this week in a moment. Hogan finished with a 7.0, a really good showing for him. He had a few misplaced passes, but overall played very well, yet again. Now on to the other games this week. Lugano drew, so Luzern pick up 2 points on them. St. Gallen lost, so Luzern pick up 3 points on them. Grasshopper, however, continued their winning ways, meaning that 4th is the best Luzern can do. And Luzern is 4 points out of 4th. Game and a half. Game and a draw. A win and a draw away. St. Gallen is now 6 points back with just 4 games to play. So, shaping up to be a good end of the season. Still at 74 overall. Hogan has grown quite a bit this year. Up 5 ratings. He had a major breakthrough for those of you that are tuning in for the first time today. Hogan's back at the starting lineup to face FC Thun, one of the lower teams in the table. Last time out, Hogan scored twice in the 2-0 victory at home. Today they're away. We'll see if he can replicate some of that magic. Aleke starts up top instead of Juric today. And Rodriguez is back in the midfield alongside Custodio. So yet another important game for Luzern. They're going to need to play at their best. That's a good start by Aleke. However, it looks like it won't go anywhere. Thun get it back. Trying to play that down the wing. It was well defended. Back as far as Selby. Finds Aleke. Trying to work that ball up to Aleke again. Wasn't the best of balls. That's well defended back to Selby. Selby has had a good end of this season after being the scapegoat early on. Schnulli now down the right-hand side. And Hogan now in the box. Not the best of crosses. Sends that right out of play. That was being generous. He's got to do better from there. Really has to work on the balls that are longer than just the simple passes. Just like that, another through ball that goes wayward. Somehow Thun ended up with that one. They put on a heck of a shot. Parried out to the right by Salvi. Salvi sends that long to Aweke, who's going to find Schnulli. Hogan tries to find Schnulli, but can't. Aweke instead is going to find Sherp. Inside to Cordero. Cordero. He's going to find Rodriguez, I believe. Or is that Schnulli? That's Schnulli. And it's 1-0 Luzern. Honestly, Cordero had 3 options there. It was poor defending from FC Thun, and that's why they're rooted at the bottom of the table. But it's a good worked goal nonetheless. You got to say, it's got to be pretty far to come back from this. And Aweke with the steal right off the kickoff, takes it himself and buries it home. It's 2-0. Just like that, FC Thun are done. I don't see them coming back from this. They haven't shown the quality to attack all year. And it's a good shot from Aweke. He just roofed it to the goaltender's left. And it's sloppy play from the FC Thun defense. So 2-0 on 16 minutes. And that one is played out of play for a goal kick. They're going to have to ship a lot of men forward here for the rest of the game. It's going to give Aweke and Hogan a lot of opportunities. Play to the back post, well defended. And now can they break? Hogan finds Schnulli. That's a better through ball. Gonna find Hogan again. Oh, he tries to find Schnulli, but it was too quick. He needed to take his time. He had time to work that out. It was a good first ball, but too many give and goes. They find a through ball to Aweke, who's on his own. 1-on-2. Fires a shot home! What a strike by Aweke! He's on fire! Luzern 3, FC Thun 0, and the rout is on. It all starts in the midfield with Schnulli and Hogan winning that ball back, but Schnulli played a perfect ball to Aweke. And Aweke just said, okay, I'm going to fire this into the top right corner. And he did so beautifully. One of the goals of the season for Luzern there. I can think of one better one this year. That was a Hogan shot from outside the box. They're going to try to find Aweke. He takes it off the half volley. And it was well wide of the post. Hogan trying to give Aweke his hat trick today. We're only 29 minutes played, though. I'm sure there'll be more opportunities. Hogan wins that to Aweke. It goes out wide. Hogan's on this one. I think he's onside. And Hogan fires that home. It's 4-0. It was a pretty simple shot. He didn't have to do much with it. Fires it low. It was a great run and a great find from Aweke, who's on 2 goals and an assist today. The goalkeeper was close. I mean, that's timed just beautifully. It's well touched. And then with a weak foot, just fires it home. Easy as you like. And this is a shocking display from FC Thun. They are at the bottom of the table, but they haven't played this poorly. But they seem extra off today. Up to Aweke, who commits a foul. I don't think there's going to be a card. There isn't. I think he's a bit lucky there. I wouldn't have been surprised if there was. Hogan with the clear as far as Aweke. Plays that back to his goalkeeper. Salvi finds Hogan. Finds Cadero. Sharp down the left-hand side. Puts on a hopeful shot with an easy save. Schnulli now. Trying to find Aweke. Well cleared. Only as far as Rodriguez. Back out to Schnulli. However, it's well defended. And Thun look to counterattack. Nobody closing down Spielman. And Lutheran just play that one out for a throw-in. A free header from the penalty spot, but it's an easy save for Salvi. It was well worked off the throw-in. And Hogan finds Aweke, who fires over the bar. He took a shot from wide again. He must be feeling really confident today, because he's firing as soon as he gets this ball. I thought he could step around the defenseman, but he opted to go for it. And although it was over, it wasn't that far over. Hogan out to Schnulli. Hogan plays it out to Rodriguez. Back down the side to Schnulli. In the box. Cleared out, but only as far as the defense. That'll do it for the first half. FC Thun are down by 4-0. This game has been over for quite a long time. Possession numbers are fairly even, but Thun have not done anything with it. Hogan gets tripped up at midfield. And the Thun player is going to get a talking to. Looks like he's got one more opportunity before the cards come out. It was really unnecessary, too. I think he could have closed down Hogan pretty easily and made life difficult for him. Hogan plays it back. It's out of play for a Lutheran throw. Hogan gets tripped up yet again. And they're saying, and there's the yellow card, Lutheran were asking for it, saying they just got a warning a few minutes ago. This is just good ball control. He sort of baits the Thun player into a fault. Can they capitalize here? Set into the box, but not a good ball. It's cleared as far as Lustenberger. Out to Scherp. Back to Lustenberger. Into Scherp. Scherp to Aweke. Up for the header. Saved by Roberto. Glarner finds Selenovic. Cleared out for a Thun throw. Thun looking to attack, maybe grab one back here early in the first half or second half. Selenovic in the box. That's cleared out as far as Hogan. Gets that to Aleke. Aleke plays that back to his defense. Hogan trying to get ahead on that one, but can't. Thun coming back in numbers yet again. That's cleared, trying to find Aleke. Finds Sherp instead. Hogan plays it ahead to Sherp. And Hogan fires it home. It's 5-0. And just like that, see if I can get this to actually work. Why? Ah. And I just want to take a quick screenshot of that goal. It was well played. It was well placed. It wasn't powerful, but it didn't need to be. It was a good move to work his way inside. With just a touch. He didn't need a special move or anything. Trying to find Hogan. Played back by the defenseman. Cleared out for a Thun throw. Selenovic will work his way off the pitch for Tosetti. They try to put in some fresh attacking legs. This game is well but over, though. Aleke now in space. Trying to find Schnulli and does. Schnulli almost works his way out of play. And then followed by the defenseman. That'll be the second yellow card for Thun today. And again, it's kind of unnecessary. It's not in a dangerous area. I believe Hogan was offside there, so he sort of held his run. Hogan now. Back to Schnulli. Sherp gets dispossessed just as they were looking to attack. Thun trying to make something out of this game. Take some positive away from it. It's been pretty bleak so far. But Carlin in the box. That one's stolen by Hogan. Played out. Aleke now. Aleke and Hogan on the run. Hogan called for it. It wasn't the best of balls. Maybe it wasn't the best of calls. Hogan finds Sherp out wide. Sherp with a shot parried over the goal for a corner. And it looks like that won't be it. I thought that might be it for Hogan. And they're marking him tight on this corner. Hogan up. Plays it down. And the goalkeeper gets a foot to it. It rattled around a bit. It's close again. He played that right down into the ground, just as you're supposed to do. And he almost caught him out. Hogan with a good interception there. Hogan plays it out wide to Listenberger. Hogan almost intercepted that back pass. Played well as far as Rodriguez. Into Hogan. Hogan trying to find the left winger. And it wasn't a bad ball, it just wasn't a great ball. Hogan up for that one. Can't find a teammate. Oweke now. Down the sideline, finding Hogan. Trying to find Hogan. It was well cleared by the defense. Sent out a play by Thun. It'll be a Luzern throw. Gruther comes in for Schnulli. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to play. Hogan finds Oweke. Gets it back. Gonna find Rodriguez. Out wide to Gunther. Trying to find Hogan in the box, but can't. That's clear, but now Thun have numbers forward. It was a bad ball, but well defended as well. We'll have 2 extra minutes of time. Hogan intercepts that one. Trying to find his partner, Oweke. That'll go out of play, and that'll do it. Oweke with 2 goals, Hogan with 2 goals, Schnulli with the opener and game winner. It's Luzern 5, FC Thun 0. Not a bad game yet again. 2 clean sheets on the trot. Oweke wins player of the game with a 7.5. Hogan not far behind with a 7. Oweke 2 goals and an assist. In an unusual start for the young man. Gallen and Logano tied, which means Luzern have pulled within 2 points of Logano for 4th. We got 3 games to play. One of those being against Lugano, which might just be the game to settle 4th place. But first they'll have Sion. You look at 4 players from Luzern in the team of the month for April. You have Oweke, Hogan, Lustenberger, and the defenseman, Nezovic. That's Hogan's 3rd Player of the Month award. And 3 of the last 4. He's been playing very well. He didn't win for March. But you can see an away game against Sion followed by a home game against Lugano, which could settle everything. But Sion first. Oweke gets the start yet again. And this time, Rinnick and Avelia are in the center of the park. Schweigler and Lustenberger still on the wings. So a big match for Luzern on the road here at Scion. Lugano have been slipping up as of late and have let Luzern back in for 4th place. Hogan with a steal but gets dispossessed immediately, and then a poor pass gives it back to Luzern. A Luzern victory and anything but a Lugano victory means that the next week's game will be for 4th place. So that's what Luzern have to play for today. They can still lose and get 4th place, but it becomes a little bit less likely. Especially given how Lugano have had their number. Aleke takes a pop from well outside. Doesn't challenge the keeper at all. Lengend goes back to the goalkeeper, who ships that long. It's well defended, back to Salvi. He's going to send that for Aleke. Aleke finds Hogan. Hogan's going to find Urinich. Hogan sliding for that one. I think he's lucky not to have been called for a foul there. But it's going to be a Luzern throw. In the box, but played well over the net. It's not a great cross. And it's out for a Scion goal kick. Luzern need to keep up this pressure, however. Scoring an early goal is generally a huge confidence boost to the side. Hogan given the ball and not a whole lot of space, didn't do anything with it. Scion trying to work that to the opposite side of the field. Hogan gets in the way of that pass attempt, but it finds its way back to a Scion player. That cross is headed out of play, and Scion have a corner kick. Their first of the game. They've had most of the possession so far. Can they do something with it? Hogan clears that one out of play, but it's about to come back in. It's blocked, and out as far as Aleke. Aleke gets dispossessed. That's blocked by the defense and cleared. Cleared out by Sherp, but only as far as Rossi. It's well defended yet again. Hogan, a great ball out to Schnuley. Really alleviated the pressure. Hogan to Villia. Out wide. Trying to put that into Sharp, but couldn't find him. It's a poor pass. Hogan read that one, but then gets it taken off of him. Again, a hopeful ball without much precision. Given back to Scion, who now work their way up the field. However, they run the ball out of play. Find Hogan. He's going to find Villia. Out wide to Lustenberger. Finds Sherp. Lustenberger very lazy on the ball there, and gives it away. Not a good ball from Scion either. And Hogan's going to find himself in a lot of space. Hogan now takes a rip, and it's just wide left of the net. It was a good shot, but he probably could have done better. He probably could have found a teammate. But he just decided to have a go. Try and find his shooting boots. Nowhere to be found on that attempt. It's well defended by Schweigler. Hogan now finds Schnulli back again. Sends this in the box to Sharp with a header. It's well saved. It didn't look like it had much sting on it, but a good save nonetheless. Trying a bit of skill. Oweke finds that one. Into Sharp, back to Hogan. Hogan gets tripped up, wants a foul, none given. And Sion go the other way. Down the left wing to Adrian. It's again given away by Sion. Oweke doesn't have many options, holds the ball up fairly well for a little while. Sent out of play by Sion. A long throw to Oweke. Works its way to Hogan. Over to Villia. Into Sharp. Into Hogan. Back to Sharp. Trying. But Sharp stopped his run. It finds him again. He tries to get that into Oweke. Sion gave the ball away. Oweke took a shot. Again, a poor decision making from Lezard. They're taking a lot of shots outside the box. And they have nothing to show for that first half. So 0-0. Lezard hope for a little bit better. You feel they could have scored at some point. And you wonder how much they'll push forward here. Knowing that a draw puts them in a little bit of trouble for fourth. But here's Hogan. Hogan trying to find Sharp. Can't do it. Adrian now in some space. Well defended though. Oweke finds Lustenberger. Trying to find Oweke, but the pass is poor. Runs out of play. Adrian down the left-hand side. Again, lots of space. But well defended. He's trying to make moves rather than sending the ball into the box, and he's having trouble getting away from the Luzern defenders. Ship that out to Sharp. Back to Lustenberger. Hogan finds Sharp again down that right-hand side, left-hand side, And Hogan makes a turn. Fires a shot. It's well saved. It was a good shot. On target. Curling to the right. It's much better from Lezard. Again, another poor pass. But given right back by Lezard. And Lustenberger had Hogan. They could have played that slow. Instead, Lustenberger shipped that long to Oweke. That's cleared by Lezard and out for a Sion throw near midfield. And Oweke will be taken off for Juric. So there's not much going on up top. Hogan intercepts that one, but only gets it as far as Lengend. changing the field of play, but Sherp gets there first. Urich trying to find Hogan. They really messed that counterattack up. They had numbers. Another missed opportunity. That's been the story of the game so far. Hogan trying to get in some passing lanes. Signs of frustration showing for Luzern now, as Scion string together many passes. Finally broken up, but then given away. Nope, it's called for a foul. And he's going to get a verbal warning. Next one will be a card for him. Only got about 22 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Hogan trying to find Sherp. Couldn't. Aqua Fresca. Over to Lenjani. Adrian is dispossessed but out of play. Scion will have a throw. And that'll end Hogan's day. We'll see if they can score something with him off the field. Scion looking to go up. Luzern have to prevent that at all costs, honestly. This would be a punch to the gut here. Adrian, again, well defended. He just can't get by the defender tonight. And he keeps trying. Into Aqua Fresca, back to Adrian. Lots of space, puts that in the box, but well defended. Here comes Scion again. They're coming in waves now. Luzern can't keep possession. Adrian down the side. It was a good pass into Song. The Song puts it over the bar. 8 minutes of time left, of regular time left. Sherp down the left, though. Scion looking to hit down on the counter. It's a really hopeful effort from well outside the box. Nowhere close in the end. Both teams have been relegated to outside the box shots. Hogan really had the best opportunity in the second half. It was a great save. 1 more minute of stoppage time. One last chance for Scion. Cleared out of play. One more clearance should do it. That'll be it. 0-0 the score. If Lugano win, this game will not be for 4th place. And it'll be crucial in Luzern's bid. Hogan with a 6.0, a pretty average affair for him. I think that's a bit harsh. Let's see, Lugano drew as well. Still a 2-point differential. St. Gallen win, however. We'll see the table now. With 2 games to play, St. Gallen have an outside shot at 5th. So Luzern will finish somewhere between 4th and 6th. 2 points in it between 4th and 5th, and that game is coming up next. It's the game of Luzern's season up to this point. Where you end up is strictly in your hands if you're a Luzern supporter. I'll be right back in 1 second. We're back, and we're going to go live from Lengend momentarily. It's the penultimate game here. A result that means everything. Logano can play for a draw. Lengend have to go for it. And they should go for it right from the beginning whistle. They ship that long to nobody. Not a great start. Logano also playing that long. Hogan finding Sharp, but dispossessed. I'm surprised there was no foul given to either side on that play. It didn't look clean, that's for sure. It's cleared out of play. A little bit nervy start for Lengend. Poor defending yet again. Find Schnulli. He's going to find Hogan. Not so much as the ball found Hogan. They need to be a little bit crisper on the ball. Again, they're taking their time, and that almost bit them. Schnulli back to Schweigler. Is that ball to nobody? And Hogan trying to win that ball. He does well to hold on to it under a lot of pressure. Schnulli is going to get the ball back from Hogan down the right-hand side. Puts the ball in. Hogan trying to keep that in possession but can't. Logano looked to break. Here's Garrett. He's made Lengend pay on multiple occasions this year in both the league and the cup. Well defended, out of play for a corner kick. Logano looking up the pressure. And Hogan couldn't get to that one, and it almost cost them dearly. Headed over the bar onto the top netting. So 12 minutes played, and it looks like Logano's the one who is the most threatening. Hogan almost read that pass beautifully. Juric is going to find Hogan. Hogan puts it outside to Sharp. Inside, trying to find Hogan, well defended. It's dangerous, though. I mean, both sides are looking offensive. You thought this might be a boring defensive game. Poor defense, poor goalkeeping. It's Logano 1. Botani with the goal. Where was the goalkeeper? Where was Salvi on that play? He was standing flat-footed. And now Lengend are really behind the 8 ball. So you watch this as this goes out wide here. Schweigler sort of loses Botani, and the goalkeeper just doesn't come over, doesn't react. Not a good look. Finding Juric in some space. That was a wishful shot by Schnulli. He could have done better with that. Had options in the box. Goalkeeper clears it. Hogan trying to hold on to that ball, but can't. Well defended against. Hogan now with that ball. Trying to find Sharp. But can't. But cleared out of play. Lizard have a throw deep inside their attacking half. Here's Lizard. Hogan. Blocked out of play for a corner. Now watch Hogan here. Hogan! He met it. He's trying to find the near post. And just plays it wide. The defender was there to block it anyways. But it was dangerous. Hogan had to make a far run just to get to that ball, however. Hogan finding Urich. It's a poor ball from Westenberger. And again, I don't know where that was going exactly. It caught Hogan by surprise. Hogan gonna take this one. Puts it to the far post. That's a good save. Schnuly was there. It was not a bad ball. Just too close to the keeper. Keeper ships that long. Luzern playing high up the field now. And Hogan's just trying to find an outlet, but can't. And now Lugano have numbers forward. Poor defense yet again. And the low shot is parried out for a corner. Lugano looking like they want to make it 2-0. And put this game to bed. Put fourth place to bed. That's what they do with a victory here today. Well kept in play and fouled. Lugano are going to have a prime opportunity along the end line. Westenberger won't be carded this time. But the threat is there. Put in the box. Goalkeeper sends it out. Punches that out long. But Lugano's still with it. Lugano have a shot, but there's nothing in it. Trying to find Hogan, but well played by Lugano. Again trying to find Hogan. He's going to find Sharp. Hogan trying to send that wide along to Urich, but it was blocked. Hogan into Sharp. Sharp plays it back and out of play. So poor passing for Luzern so far. They can't seem to connect with each other very well. Lugano are doing a much better job. As I say that, though, Hogan finds Sharp. Trying to find Hogan, but can't get a shot off. And a disappointing end to that first half when it looked like, it really did look like Luzern could respond. Hogan needs to be careful on his stamina as well. He looks tired after one half of play, and they're going to need them for as much this game as they can get. Goalkeeper ships that long. Hogan trying to find a teammate. Not a very good ball. Out wide to Deprela. In the box, cleared out. And Hogan's going to find Schnulli. Schnulli's going to find Juric. Juric puts a shot on, well saved. It wasn't the best of shots, to be honest. Again, more like wishful thinking. Defended well yet again. Sends that long to Juric. But here come Lugano. Up to Garrett. Sending that out wide. And cleared as far as Deprela. That's blocked out of play for another corner. And Lengend have been really penned into their own half. Been playing mostly counter-attacking football. That goes through everybody. But not out of play. Brulek. Goalie didn't come out for that one like Hogan wanted him to. Hogan with the interception. Juric again, a bad ball. Plays that out wide to Schnulli. Hogan is trying to make runs, but nobody can find him. Finds Juric. Juric puts on a shot from outside the box. I don't think he needed to do that either. The decision making is poor in a game when they need to be sharp. And I have a feeling Hogan's going to not make 90 minutes. And they keep giving the ball away when you've got players sprinting for the counterattack. It's no wonder they can't get anything going. And that's Hogan off. What a poor game of football. Overall, I don't think he played particularly poorly. Not the best, but his teammates didn't help him out either. That could be why he has not signed that contract extension yet. He was offered back in January. 18 minutes to turn this around. Lugano threatening. Just wide. Not a bad shot. Lugano looking dangerous. And Aleke comes in for Juric. But now Botani down the left. Well defended. Custodio. Into Aleke. How did he miss it that far? He's wide open. About 8 yards out. And he didn't hit the target. Lugano now breaking down the left yet again. There's so much space out there. Defended well though. Aleke on the break. Aleke fires wide. Again, he had room to walk into. He didn't need to shoot. And the manager must be livid today. That's out for a Lugano corner. They've had plenty of those today. Defended well enough. Finding Aleke. Aleke harassed, however. A hopeful through ball. Finds its way into Logano feet. Logano almost counterattacked wonderfully there. However, the shot goes just wide, luckily for Lengend. Got maybe 5 more minutes to really change the outcome this year. They're looking at a 5th place finish, but they have a corner. And they capitalize! That's Schnulle! And it's 1-1. 4th place is still alive. It's still hanging by a thread, but it's still alive. And with hardly any time remaining, it'll end 1-1. So it'll come down to the last game of the season. Lengend will play Zamex. Hogan with a 6.0. Again, I think that's a bit harsh. St. Gallen lost, so 5th place is assured for Lengend. 2 points back. And they have goal difference on their side. So a win by Lengend, and anything but a win for Logano sees Lengend go to 4th. So Hogan makes the Swiss Schweizer Cup team of the tournament. They got knocked out in the semifinals by Logano. Now let's see who won. Basel beat Logano in the final 2-0. Zamex at home to end the season. They need a victory. And almost more importantly, they need a draw or a loss from Logano. If Logano wins, nothing they do here matters. And if Lengend doesn't win, nothing Logano does matters. It's a pretty straightforward scenario. 3 points necessary. They should be on all cylinders. For some reason, the manager has them starting out defensively. So even though the quality isn't always there for Lengend, I don't think their manager particularly sets them up to do enough sometimes. And in a must-win game, there's no reason why they should be sitting back against a team like Zamex near the bottom of the table. They should be going for the jugular early. Up to Juric. I don't know who that was going to. Austenberger needs to play a better ball there. He had time. Out wide to Lepogam. Out of play for a throw-in. And Hogan trying to interfere there. It's a wishful shot. It goes far wide. But Zamex looked good so far. And if I'm managing Lengend, I remove the instruction to play defensively. I think that is a poor choice today. Hogan with the interception. Finds Juric. Working the ball around. Luzern find it over on the left. Send that ball back deep into Juric. Can't get it. Sharp can't control it. And Zamek's look to counter. Luzern trying to put some pressure on Zamek's. Sharp does well there, but can't win the ball. Well defended, but a poor pass out. Zamek's again have the control of the ball. They're trying to play out of the back, and it looks a little stilted. Hogan now. Hogan puts that in the box. It's too far and out of play for a goal kick. Not a good cross. Got to put a little less power on that. Almost found Schnulli at the back post. Well behind Hogan there and given away. Hogan pressuring. They work that way. They work the ball out back. Around to the opposite side. Out of play for a throw-in. Gonna find Hogan. Gets that out to his left. Hogan plays that back to his midfielder. It's well defended. They're trying to find Hogan at the near post. "35 minutes played, and Luzern need a goal." They aren't playing defensively anymore, at least. But they need to go for it. And Hogan gets tripped up, but finds his man out wide. Trying to find Hogan. It's a poor ball. Hogan did well there. Wasn't given the ball in return. Juric down the left wing, but he's flagged for offside, and he was by a step. But it's an unnecessary pass in the first place. Again, I don't know why Luzern are insistent on throwing long balls down the sidelines to Juric. It's well defended. That was a close one. And that ball's given away, and we head to halftime, 0-0. Lengend need a much better second half. They're floundering. They're really, really floundering these last few games of the season. After coming on so strong in match days 32 through 34, 35 and 36 have been rather bad. And especially when you're playing a team like Zamix, you expect to do a lot better if you're challenging for the top half of the table. Or if you're in the top half of the table, I mean. They're not challenging. Zamix fine with just working it around the back, waiting for their opportunity. And finding an opportunity. Juric had an opportunity to feed Hogan. Instead fed it backwards. At least they keep possession. Hogan now playing up the ball. Giving back. It was a poor pass. At least he got it back in the end. Another poor pass by the defense. This is turning into a disaster. Whipped in. Out for a goal kick, however. And they're lucky. That was some atrocious passing from Lengend. First from Hogan and then from Schweigler. Hogan trying to poke that out wide, didn't have enough on it. It's good defense, but he gets it back. It's a poor shot, however. And he had space. I don't know why he shot it. Both sides look nervy. Hogan gets tripped up again, but finds his attacking man. He puts a shot on. It's parried out. We'll have a Lengend corner. Into Hogan. Hogan trying to get his boot on it. Couldn't. Out for another corner. They need to capitalize off this one. Hogan gets to that one, but it's well defended. Out for another corner. Hogan up for it. Well wide. He's just put off. He had an arm in the back. It was good defending. It's a really poor pass from Juric, and it really leaves Hogan out to dry. He deflects that one, however. Now Hogan has the ball in some space. Lots of space for Hogan. Running with it wild. Pokes it through. And his winger couldn't control that one. It was a good ball. And Hogan's season is over in disappointment. Will that be the last time he appears in a Lengend uniform? And again, it's up to the team without him to give them a shot at 4th place. 17 minutes to do so. Finds Juric. Out to the right to Rodriguez. Rodriguez's attempt at a through ball is blocked, and Zamek's are on the counter. Stolen though. Juric finds himself with the ball, can't complete a pass. However, they get it back. Another poor decision by the midfielder. Zamek's on the counter. The shot is wide, but only just. Was an escape without injury yet again. "11 minutes of play plus stoppage time." Juric wins that header. Back into the middle to Villa. A really poor first touch from the center midfielder, Cordero. Zameks have numbers. Corbez can't hold that one. Juric finds Villa. Out wide. Again, the wing play has left a lot to be desired for Lezern. He had an opportunity to run that towards goal, and he turns around and puts a poor pass in play. That ball goes out of play. It'll be a Lezern throw. Lezern bring out Aleke for Juric. Trying to get some spark up top. We've got 6 minutes plus stoppage time. Rodriguez wanted to foul in the box, the ref not having any of it. It's well defended. Walthert will be able to clear. Again, a bad pass. Lezern could have broke. Didn't really do a good job. Aleke jumped over that ball for some reason. And we're in the dying minutes here. Lezern need to put everything forward. 2 minutes to go. It's stolen and Zameks look to break. Lezern are in real trouble here. Here's Corbez. Puts on a shot. It's saved by Salvi. But that's going to do it. Lezern finished 5th on the season. They won't be happy about that one. They made a strong run at 4th. But these last 2 games have proved to be too much. There's too much ground to make up. It's been quite the season of up and downs. They started off in Europa League and beat Milan. However, did not advance beyond the group stages. Started a deep run in the cup, only to lose in the semifinal. But the league started poor, and they never could recover. Hogan better today with a 6.5. Logano beat Zurich big anyways. But still. So your final table looks like this. Lezern in 5th. Basel are the champions. Thrown at the bottom of the table, but only barely. They were well back just 2 months ago. Young Boys finished 2nd. Grasshopper grab the final Europa League place. Hogan up to a 75. He's gained 6 ratings this year. The only player from Lezern to make team of the season was Lustenberger. So we finished 6th. Hogan did not make the United States squad yet. Yet again. Hogan says, there's no doubt we've come a long way. The team is working together nicely, and to be honest, I wish the season wasn't ending so soon. Juric got named to the New Zealand national squad. Says he's really happy to be selected. Wants to say thanks to the club. They've been behind him the entire way. So we go all the way to June. We got one more month until another national team announcement. The team of the month for May features 2 Luzern players, Lustenberger yet again, and Schnulli on the right side. So the World All-Stars squad has been announced. I wonder where I can find that. I cannot. Oh well. So will Hogan make the national team this time? Not selected again for the next round of friendlies. Juric remains the only player to get selected to his respective national team on Luzern. So we get a club ranking update. We are 425. Last time, and Luzern made the group stage of the Europa League. Somehow. Let's find where we are. We're up to 238. Wow. So that's quite good. So will that change Hogan's opinion on whether or not to stay? That's a pretty big deal, making the Europa League. Agent suggests I take a look at my career so far. So let's go ahead and do that. I believe it's this. I scored 17 goals, no assists. In that season, I also scored 1 in a preseason friendly. A 6.1 average, not too bad. I'm getting faster and stronger, as you might expect. And I've increased quite a bit. I've increased 6 ratings this year, beating out my expected progress by some margin. Will that be enough to get some teams interested in me abroad in Europe? We'll find out. We're on to the next season. Opening day of the transfer window. Schweidler says the team expects big things of its first 11. That's why I want to make my mark here at Luzern. We will see. So let's check out our group. Oh, we can't do that yet. But those are the teams that have made it. What other Swiss teams are in it? It looks like Grasshopper and Lugano. So it looks like Basel and probably Young Boys qualified for the Champions League, and hence why Luzern got in. Not bad. So the national team rankings have been updated. We'll take a look at where the U.S. stands. How far down are they? 50th in the world. The top team is Spain, followed by Germany, Brazil, France, Argentina, Belgium, Italy, Portugal, England, and Croatia round out the top 10. So it looks like Hogan will stay. We will start the next season. Should I hand in a transfer request? That is the question. And I'm not quite sure the answer to that. I'm going to. Oh. Maybe I won't. That's weird. Can I just request what team I want to go to? I don't like that at all. So we're going to play the first match against Thun. It's an easy opener. I'll be right back in a second. We're back with a new season. Can we capitalize off an easy start? That would be nice to see her. So we're off. The new season is underway. Wasn't a look for a better finish than last year. They finished 5th, top of the table, and did qualify for Europa League. However, that's down 1 spot from last year, or from the year previous, I mean, when they finished 4th. And 4th is attainable in this league, I think, for Lesser. Lugano stands in their way. Lugano or St. Gallen. It's breaking down Basel, Young Boys, or Grasshopper that might be difficult. Aleke starts on day 1 for Wizard. Thun doing a good job down that left wing. However, it's easily cleared. Hogan works that out wide. Sharp. Can't find anybody. I think there was a little bit of confusion about who that was directed towards, because it was a poor ball. Cabwood. Schweizer. A bicycle kick, it's well saved. That's one heck of a shot. The return amounts to nothing. Suave will send this long to Aleke. Aleke finds Hogan. Hogan finds Villia. Villia trying to find Sharp. Can't do it. Almost intercepted by Hogan. It's a good read. Just couldn't get to it in time. Villia getting into the passing lane there. Out to Aleke. Finds Hogan. Hogan trying to find Sharp, but not a great pass. Again, a pass to nobody. Luzern are off to a poor start this season. Intercepted by Hogan. And Hogan just outran himself. He's waiting for somebody to make that run. And just found somebody too late. It's a good shot, parried out for a corner kick. Thun are looking dangerous. They have 71% of the possession for a team that finished bottom of the table last year. It's probably unexpected. Rodriguez heads that out. Chased by Aleke. Out of play for a Thun throw-in. Cleared, but only as far as Joss. Cleared again. Hogan this time finds himself on the ball. Finds Aleke. Making a run. Sharp tried to find him, but it wasn't the best of balls. And again, Hogan's going to outrun himself here before this game's over. He just can't find anybody. Lesnar are really playing on the back foot. This is surprising. Because they should be the better squad. Hogan is dispossessed. And Hogan is fouled just outside the box. This represents a good opportunity for Lesnar to get in this game. It's chipped on and over the bar. It was very close for Schnully, trying to open up his account this season. The half end 0-0. A very dull affair. Both sides might be trying to shake out the cobwebs. And we hope they get on that immediately. So it's pretty tedious to watch. Hogan finds Aleke. Rodriguez out to Schnully. Hogan gets tripped up, wins the ball back. Oh, he can't get the shot off. It goes out of play for a goal kick. He maybe should have passed that one. He wanted to take it himself. Thought he had enough time. Villa takes on a horrid shot. That's just really poor decision making. Now De Silva down the right side. Finds Sutter. That one's cleared. Out for a fun throw-in. De Silva beats his man. Where's the goaltender? It's really bad goaltending from Salvi, and they're lucky they escaped. It's a ball that he should get to. It's a poor pass from Hogan. He thought the defender was running forward. Thun looking dangerous. Hogan trying to put a ball forward to Schnully, but it's poor. Through balls were an area of concern for Hogan last year. Appears nothing has changed. Thun have another corner. Off the crossbar. Was there an escape yet again? And I don't know what's going on, but Hogan didn't get to that header. Hogan finds Oweke. Oweke gets the ball back. He's going to find Hogan. Hogan! It's 1-0 against the run of play. Hogan with a great move near the end line and just curls it around the keeper into the bottom right. He's become very adept at doing that. It's got to be said, it's not well deserved. Thun have been the better side. But Hogan sees the space in front of him. Oweke finds it. Look at this turn. Well done. Falling down, he puts it into the bottom right. It's not the best defense. And it's 1-0. Can Thun find the equalizer? Schnui with good defense. Hogan trying to get it back out to Schnui. Thought he was fouled. Ref says no way. Play on. Oweke gonna find Hogan. Hogan out to Sherp. Getting that back to Sherp. Inside to Oweke. Goalkeeper was well aware. Gets in front of that cross. That was dangerous. And Thun is on the break. Good defense. But it finds its way back into the center. Again, a good intervention by the defender. "15 minutes plus stoppage time to go." Trying to find Vilja, who's on his heels. It's defended out of play for a Thun corner. All hands on deck for Western to defend this one. And Hogan clears that, but only as far as Joss. Joss puts on a shot, blocked by Hogan. What a great effort by Hogan there. He clears it and then gets in the way of the shot. Cavlin keeps that in play. Over to Rodriguez. Back over to Joss. Out wide, deflected out for a corner. Thun are putting on the pressure yet again. Look for that second ball in. Hogan clears it, only as far. No, Oweke beats Joss to it. Deflected back in to Rodriguez. Hogan trying to find Vilja again on his back foot. On his heels. Vilja's not making any moves offensively. And it's frustrating this team. They're trying to find him. Trying to find an outlet. Trying to relieve the pressure, but can't. In the box. It's deflected up and out of play. A bit lucky yet again, but it's another corner. And it's headed on a play for a goal kick. Western are doing everything they can to keep this at 1-0. It finds Sharp, but out of play for a goal kick. Didn't do very well to keep that in play. Hogan wins it, but it finds its way to a opposition player. Got a few minutes of added time. Now Lengend and Hogan gonna try to put this to bed. And Hogan just takes one touch too many. It's good defense. Played forward now. Down the wing to De Silva. De Silva beats his man. In the box. Fired and in the back of the net. Lengend capitulate. And the Lengend manager is screaming at the fourth official. I don't know why he didn't blow the whistle. They score in the 4th minute of stoppage time. And that's it. Lengend will feel robbed at the end, but Thun deserve at least a point. They were the better squad all afternoon. More frustration for Lengend. Not the start to the season they were hoping for. Hogan is your man of the match with a 7.0. St. Gallen beats Basel on the opening day. Sion beats Young Boys 3-0. Grasshopper won and Lugano won. So Grasshopper at the top of the table. Nope, Sion are at the top of the table, followed by Grasshopper. St. Gallen, Lugano also winning. And then Lengend and Thun tied for 5th. Still early days, though. We have another national team squad announcement. And Hogan makes it. Wow. I wonder when that is. I was just looking at it. I'm going to need to fix the national team jerseys by then. We have Europa League on the horizon. Oh no, that's Europe Best Player Award. And this is match day 1. So a big day for Hulk Hogan, making the national team for the first time. He'll either play against the Czech Republic or Slovenia. Hopefully. I guess that's not guaranteed. But first, an important game against Zurich. A victory would be nice here. Zurich haven't been very good. Hogan trying to get to that loose ball, but he's beat to it. Zurich getting to every loose ball right now. It's a good shot and a good save. Hogan playing a 1-2 with Sharp. Hogan in the box. It's blocked. Worked down the wing by Khalifi. And where is the defense has got to be asked. This is pathetic. Salvi does well. They had no right to block that. An open man from 7 yards. Zurich wanted a penalty, but nothing given. I think it would have been a harsh penalty. Hogan with a terrible pass, trying to do a give and go. Good defense there. Again, Zurich complaining. I don't think they have any merit to complain yet again. Hogan finds Schnulli. Works that out wide to Sherp. Into Aleke. It's blocked out of play for a corner. Aleke attempted the bicycle kick. And the through ball is just too far for Hogan. "23 minutes played. Both sides look like they want to score. But also very sloppy passing. Kept in beautifully. Hogan there to get the ball out of play safely, and that's a well-played ball. However, the next one is shipped long and out of play. It's a common theme with this team. Plenty of room down the left-hand side. Rodriguez. Hogan blocking the passing lanes. They work it back. Here's O'Day. Cleared out, but nobody there. Vasquez gets it. This ball is played forward, trying to find Aleke, but it's too far. Khalifi now. Well defended. Again, a poor pass by Hogan. He needs to learn that his defenders are not going to move forward into space, that they are content to stay rooted where they are. He's giving a lot of those type of passes away. Aleke does well. Trying to find Schnulli, but can't. Rodriguez now up to O'Day. On a play for a throw-in to Zurich. Rodriguez trying to find O'Day, but on a play. And Lengend now will have a throw-in. It's a terrible decision to pass it to Hogan on that throw-in. And it'll be a Lengend throw. It's good defense. Hogan trying to find Scherf. Scherf didn't really make the run he thought he was going to down that sideline. And we're going to approach halftime here any second. Might be one last opportunity for Zurich. Well defended, and that'll do it. 0-0 again at the half. Sort of feeling each other out. But nothing really doing. They'll need a moment of brilliance, either side will. Defender runs him out of play. Where are you going? What was that, you idiot? What a bad pass. That's one of the worst decisions I've seen all year. And that's saying a lot for this team. Just horrid. Hogan dispossessed. Not given a whole lot of space to do anything with that pass. It's well defended. Up to Aleke. Gonna find Westenberger. He gets dispossessed down the sideline. Poor passing on both sides. Trying to find Aleke. The goaltender did very well to intercept that cross. Headed back for the defender. Very risky touch there. And just nobody is making a run. It's entirely frustrating to watch. When you have a midfielder in trouble and nobody is running to help him out. It's leading to these opportunities. And I really do think Lengend have been very lucky so far, yet again today. Don't give it back so early. And not the best of crosses from Hogan yet again. He's trying to just put it in the box. It's too close to the keeper. It's well defended. Hogan tries to tip that on. And again, Hogan finds himself in a race. And it's a terrible ball again. The winger stopped running. How many times has that happened today? And Hogan's off and frustrated. So a boring 0-0 draw. Lengend are off to a very poor start to their season against two teams they should beat. Hogan didn't play well. A 5.0 rating at the end of the day. See, Basel lose to Young Boys. Grasshopper and St. Gallen tied. Lugano beat Sion. Zamex beat FC Thun. Lengend dropped to 7th. Basel are in last place with 0 points. But again, it's real early. No team is undefeated this year. No team is on 6 points after 2 games. That's how tight this league is. Edison Cavani wins the UEFA Best Player Award. Didn't expect that coming. He beats out Ronaldo and Ziyech. So Hulk Hogan has had enough and is finally going to ask to move. And he's out for blood. He wants to go to Basel. Negotiations are in progress. They still are in progress, so Hogan will play today against St. Gallen. And what'll be our final match of the episode. So we'll see if Lengend can change Hogan's mind with a strong showing against St. Gallen. All 4 matches against these two clubs last year were real barn burners. Goals aplenty. We'll see if that continues today. Hogan would like a few. Show Basel what he can do. That's good press by Lengend. Aleke out wide. Finds Hogan. Hogan now trying to put that in the box, but really poor cross. Had no bend on it. Trying to find Ben Khalifa, but too strong and out of play for a goal kick. Hogan's going to find his man. Finds Sharp. Aleke with a good move. He puts on a shot from long range, and I don't know what he's doing. This is part of the frustration that Hogan feels. Out to Schnulli. Over to Schweigler. Hogan almost gets by the defender. Hogan does well to read that pass. Out to Scherf. Trying to find a Leke. Hogan is there for the the second ball, and he got a little off balance. Probably should have aborted that shot attempt when he got a little bit tripped up. He had all of a sudden tons of space in front of him. In the box, well defended, and cleared to the right wing. Sent back in the box, and cleared out. Only as far as Coke. Into Barnetta. Villia gets that out of play. It'll be a throw into St. Gallen. Sending that down to the byline. In the middle. Is wide open. Defenders laid themselves out in front. And eventually it's cleared. Aleke now with room in front of him. Finds Scherf, who can't do anything with it. And it's sent long to Villia. I'm sorry, to Hogan. Hogan finds his man out wide. He's going to find Villia. It's well defended because that was a dangerous ball. It was a good ball. And now we've got a corner kick to Lezern. And Lezern, Hogan puts it over the bar. Jumped too soon yet again. He felt he was pushed. I think it's a good no call. But a pretty good opportunity there. Well defended yet again. But it's going to be St. Gallen. Oh no, it's not. Referee says it was out on St. Gallen. Hogan couldn't do anything with that ball. Wasn't expecting the throw. Trying to play it into the box. Cleared for a throw-in. Aleke now to Hogan. And Hogan again just gets run out. It's good defense there. Doesn't have the ball again. Finds Villia. Ships it long. It's a terrible pass. Into Barnetta. Barnetta's tripped up. Could have been a foul. They wanted it. Referee says no. I thought it was a bit reckless. Or a bit uncontrolled, I guess, rather. Hogan finds Aleke. No, he doesn't. Aleke could have got a boot to that. Over to Sierra. Into Ben Khalifa. Villia got in the way, but it finds its way to St. Gallen yet again. And again, down the side, Mane. In the box, Hogan gets that out. Oh. But again, his own teammate's not running for the ball. Hogan taken down from behind. Play on. So Lengend come down the right wing. Into the box. Nobody there. Velia gets it to Hogan. Hogan's dispossessed, and that's halftime. And they want the ref to go back and issue a yellow card. That was a horrific challenge from behind. But no card given. So 0-0. Blocked out of play for a throw-in. Hogan brushed off the ball. Gallen worked that out wonderfully. Ben Khalifa now. It's the ball back to Ashmiro. That goes out wide to Sherp. Sherp has a let on the outside. Finds Hogan. Hogan now again. Just one too many touches. The defense did well. Covering all of the runs. Here's Ashmiro. It's a good save. Parried out of play. It'll be a St. Gallen corner. It's well defended. Out to Aleke. Sherp takes on a shot, and that's wide. Again, it's a poor opportunity. And Hogan placed that to the back post. It was a dangerous ball. It's out for a corner. This might be their opportunity. It's well defended. And Schweigler puts that ball in the box to nobody. Lengend win it back. And Hogan finds his man. Goaltender well alert for the cross. Got 30 minutes left. Mane. Ashmiro puts that out of play. It'd be a Lengend throw. Aleke's off the pitch. On comes Juric. That ball literally goes to nobody. There wasn't anybody close. I don't know where he was aiming. Bakayoko now. It's good defense. Juric runs that clear out of play. He was not even under any pressure. Hogan got in front of that one. It's out of play. Lengend will have the throw-in at about midfield. I don't know why they keep passing it to Hogan in the center of the park when nobody's open. You have better options on the throw-ins. Just a bad read by Hogan. Mane now. Back to him down the left-hand side. Hogan blocks that shot. Here comes Juric. He's got space, but he holds it up. They try to go back to him. It's a very poor ball. It's out for a goal kick. And off comes Hogan. Maybe the last time we'll see him. Who knows? He's clearly frustrated. And I think rightfully so. This team is poor. It's a good save. "11 minutes to go. And it's a foul. St. Gallen are going to have a good opportunity here. To send this ball in. It's a great ball, but a good save. Well defended, actually. That was a well-worked ball. It's back in the center. It's 1-0. Rodriguez. Out of nowhere. A Luzern lead. That could be the decider. Almost evened up by Mane there. It's a poor giveaway. It's out for a Luzern corner. And another. You got to ship that out of play. The game is on the line. You can't let them have a corner there. Almost cost them, but they'll move on. 1-0. It's a good win. Hogan didn't play very well at all, according to the match rating. Basel draw Grasshopper. Still winless on the year. Still in last place. Luzern a point out of first. This table is a mess. Zamex in 9th is only a game out of first after 3 games. The good teams haven't shown themselves yet. So last day of the transfer window. And I don't think there's an offer on the table. Oh. So I have not been assigned to a club. So a club will be automatically chosen for me if I proceed. Well, fellas, we're going to leave it right here. We'll leave you on that cliffhanger. I have some decisions to make, and I don't want to make it right now. We'll be back with Hogan's career on Thursday afternoon. Got a few days coming up here where I won't be playing in the afternoons because of Champions League football is back. Go Liverpool. But we'll be back Thursday. You'll have the answer to where I am going next. If you have any ideas, any opinions on what I should do, should I sign for Lengend? Should I leave it up to fate? Go ahead and leave them in the comments. Comments on Twitch, comments on YouTube. I'll check them out. You've got 3 days. And you just might influence my decision. But anyways, thanks for hanging out today. We'll be back tomorrow morning. We will be playing some Ark yet again, so come and join me. Hope to see you then. Have a good one. Peace.